Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Sorry I couldn't appear for you out in public, but that's the nature of things nowadays. I want to play some songs for you, and I hope you celebrate with me with a little glass of whiskey or a Guinness or something like that. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and have a great night. Farewell to Prince's Landing Stage, River Mersey, fare thee well. I am bound for California, place I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have shipped on a Yankee clipper ship, Davy Crockett is her name. Dan Burgess is the captain of her, and they say that she's a floating hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I have shipped with Burgess once before, and I think I know him well. If a man's a sailor he will get along, if not then he's sure in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Farewell to Lower Frederick Street, and St. Terrace and Park Lane. I am bound away for to leave you, and I'll never see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I've spent all of me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can have every day. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I then took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have a whiskey and wine's all the best, and the words that I told you were only in jest. And it's a no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon the prodigal son. When they've caressed me as oft times before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I silence my phone. Here we go. Oh, come all you young rebels, and list while I sing. For love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fear like the speed of a flame, and it makes you a part of the Patriot game. My name is O'Hanlon, I've just gone 16. My home is in Monaghan, where I was weaned. I've been told all my life cruel England to blame, so I am part of the Patriot game. Nearly 2 years since I wandered away with a local battalion of the bold IRA. I've read of our heroes and I've wanted the same, for to play up my part in the Patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in his chair. His wounds from the battle all bleeding and bare, his fine body twisted, all tattered and lame. They soon made me part of the Patriot game. Now I am dying, my body all holds. I think of those traders who bargained and sold, and I'm sorry my rifle has not done the same. To those quislings who sold out in the Patriot game. In 1841, my corduroy breeches I put on. My corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I am weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1842 from Barleypool I moved to Crewe, and I found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1843 I broke my shovel across my knee, and I went to work for the company, the Leeds and Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. And in 1844 I landed on the Liverpool shore. Me belly was empty, me hands were raw, with working on the railway, the railway. I am weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1845 when Daniel O'Connell, he was alive, when Daniel O'Connell, he was alive and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. In 1846 I changed my trade from carrying bricks, changed my trade from carrying bricks to working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. And in 1847, poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. Poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven to work upon the railway, the down Easter train. I am weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. I may have to read lyrics for some of these. There's a good one. Shannon side, that city of the ancient walls and broken treaty stone, undying fame surround your name, shone south from Garryowen. It was on a dreary New Year's Eve as the shades of night came down. A lorry load of volunteers approached the border town. There were men from Dublin and from Cork, Fermanagh and Tyrone, and their leader was a Limerick man, shone south from Garryowen. Now as they moved along the street up to the barracks door, they scorned the danger they might face. Their fate has lay in stone. They were fighting for old Ireland to claim their very own, and the foremost of that gallant band was south from Garryowen. But the sergeant spied their daring plan. He spied them through the door. With the stun guns and the rifles, a hail of death did pour. And when that awful night had passed, 2 men lay cold as stone. There was a one from near the border and one from Garryowen. No more we will hear the seagulls cry or the murmuring Shannon tide, for he fell beneath a northern sky, brave Hanlon by his side. They have gone to join that gallant band of Plunkett, Pearce and Tone, a martyr for old Ireland, shone south from Garryowen. A martyr for old Ireland, shone south from Garryowen. Here's one called Carrickfergus. It's another song, a sad one. Hardly surprising. I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for night in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest ocean, only for nights in Ballygrand. But the sea is wide when I cannot swim over, neither have I wings to fly. I wish I had a handsome boatman to ferry me over, my love and I. But in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stones there, as black as ink, with gold and silver, I would support her, but I'll sing no more now till I get a drink, 'cause I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober, a handsome rover from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now, my days are numbered. Come all you young men and lay me down. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in the free and easy way, but give me enough for the railroad stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come gangers all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too, we'll give 'em a slip and we'll take a sip of the railroad Mountain Dew. Diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day. There's a neat little still at the foot of the hill where the smoke curls up to the sky. Whiff of the smell, you can plainly tell there's poaching boys close by, for it fills the air with a perfume rare, and betwixt both you and me, as home we roll, we'll drink a bowl and a bucket full of Mountain Dew. Diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day. Now learned men as use the pen have written the praises high of the sweet poachine from Ireland green, distilled from wheat and rye. Away with your pills, it cures all ills, be a pagan, a Christian or Jew. So take off your coat and grease your throat with a bucket full of Mountain Dew. Diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day, 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 diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-diddle-dum, diddly-idle-idle-diddle-dum day. So this is a song I first heard Mike Murphy play. Mike used to own Biddy Mulligan's in Dover, and he let me play one night at their session, and I just kept coming back, and we would play songs together. I learned a lot from him, and then I ended up taking over the session, being a session leader for a few years, and that's how I got my gig playing Master McGrath's and the coat of arms every year. And Mike passed away a few years ago, and so this one is called Peggy Gordon, and it goes out to Mike, wherever you are. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. I wish I was away in England, far across the briny sea, sailing over the deepest ocean, where love nor care never bother me. But I am in love, I cannot deny it. My heart lies troubled in my breast. It's not for you to let the world know it. A troubled heart can find no rest. I wish I was in some lonesome valley where womankind cannot be found, where all of the small birds, they change their voices, and every moment a different song. Oh, Peggy Gordon, you are my darling. Come sit you down upon my knee and tell to me the very reason why I am slighted so by thee. Why I am slighted so by thee. A hungry feeling came o'er me stealing. Now the mice were squealing in my prison cell, and the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. The lags were sleeping, Humpy Gussie was creeping, as I lay there weeping for my gal Sal. And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. Now to begin the morning, the screw was bawling, "Get up, you bosey, and clean up your cell." And the old triangle went jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. Now up in the female prison there are 75 women, and 'tis among them that I wish I did dwell. Then the old triangle could go jingle jangle all along the banks of the Royal Canal. All along the banks of the Royal Canal. As down the glen rode MacAlpine's men, with their shovels slung behind them. Was in the pub that they drank their sup, or up in the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And woe to he went to look for tea with MacAlpine's Fusiliers. I stripped to the skin with the Derby fin down upon the Isle of Grain, with horse-faced tool that I know the rule, no bonus if you stop for rain. Well, MacAlpine's God was the well-filled hod, just shoulders cut to bits and seared. Now we are on the road again with MacAlpine's Fusiliers. I remember the day that the Bear O'Shea fell into a concrete stairs. What the horse-face said when they saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a navvy short, was the one retort that reached unto my ears. Oh, and the going is rough, I must be tough with MacAlpine's Fusiliers. I worked till the sweat near had me bet with a Russian check and pole on shuttering jams up in the hydro dams or underneath the Thames in a hole. I grafted hard and I got my card, and many's the ganger's fist across me ear. Well, if you pride your life, don't join by Christ with MacAlpine's Fusiliers. Well, if you pride your life, don't join by Christ with MacAlpine's Fusiliers. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. A couple more songs. Thanks for tuning in if you did. And I hope you're enjoying your St. Patrick's Day. On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare, that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November we tripped lightly along the ledge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge. The Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I'm not making hay, for I loved too much, and by such was happiness thrown away. I gave her gifts of the mind, I gave her the secret sign that's known to the artists who have known the true gods of sound and say, and worth and tint without stint. I gave her poems to say, with her own name there, and her own dark hair, like clouds over fields of gray. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, and away from me so hurriedly my reason must allow that I had loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. For when the angel woos the clay, he'll lose his wings at the dawn of day. As I was going over the far-famed Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, I then produced my rapier, saying, stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da. What fall the daddy-o, what fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering dabba-doo-dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew my charges, she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. Was early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. Well, I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away my rapier. But I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken, mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. Now some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, others take delight in the fishing and the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early, mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. Now if anyone can aid me, it's my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than my own Miss Morton Jenny. Mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. I'm mushering dabba-doo dabba-da. Whack-fall the daddy-o, whack-fall the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar. Woo! Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Later.